Aloha and welcome back. I'm Panther and this is Bastion.
Fixed that thing right up, didn't we? Made these goings-on a little livelier. Suppose it's true a little song can put things in perspective. Just a couple shards left. The Quarry's gotta have one, right?
Alright. Let's see where this leads us.
Celandia's armada was a glorious sight, and our ship's mortars were unstoppable. At Boundless Bay, our Navy put those mortars through a rigorous inspection. Had to use squirts to simulate explosive impact on the surface of the sea. Choosing targets with those mortars was one of the trickiest parts. Galleon skippers needed to be patient, needed to fire at just the right times.
Oh, alright. $80 in the time frame. I think I need...
Too bad about the armada, but at least one of those mortars survived.
Ow.
Thought of an old trick from a galleon gunner I once knew.
I think that might allow me to...
If you got a thing for heavy artillery, then I've got the place for you. A variety of modifications could be used to enhance the power of a mortar.
Huh. Let's try that again.
You had to be crazy to want to swim in Boundless Bay.
Oh, fuck off. I don't have the capabilities just yet. I need to upgrade the mortar a bit more. Oh well. Won't matter to this.
Imagine everything you'd need to build a city like Celandia. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes a burstone quarry. The Ura tunnels beneath the quarry must have softened the blow from the calamity. We bought the whole place from the Ura on the cheap. Same goes for its natives, rattletails. Why would the Ura put up with those pests? Rattletails ain't the worst of it either, but more about that in a little bit. The quarry came with a lifetime supply of windbags. Windbags smaller than the naked eye can see are nested in those rocks. But there was even more to it than that. Not only are these rocks a source of life, we found that the oldest ones remember things. They're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in. No wonder all those beasts were drawn to the quarry. The rocks were calling them. Keeping the quarry free from pests turned out to be a problem. Rattletails kept tunneling in to snack on windbags. Windbags tended to the rocks, so we had to keep the rattletails at bay. Without those windbags, the quarry might not have its special qualities. Now, why would the Ura sell off such a fascinating place? The Ura always were a superstitious lot. Might be the gods told him the quarry's bad news. In any case, it's fair to say the quarry was a godsend.
Ha!
Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen. The largest ones, you know as cores. A single core could keep the lights on in an entire city district.
For how long?
The smaller ones, we call them shards.
Can't cheese that part. Okay.
A shard's got a fraction of a core's power, enough to fuel a voyage to the motherland. Well, now the quarry's all dried up. These rocks are much too young to be of use. Remember how I said rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry? That honor goes to a beast we took to Colin, Sir Lunky. Massive thing stomped many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him. The only thing harder than the rocks in Burstone Quarry is Sir Lunky's head. His big fat rump's plenty tough too. But so is a kid. We
Fuck
never
off.
could get stubborn old Lunky to leave the quarry alone. Then the kid hears a voice calling from down the hall. "Are you all right?" it says. It's him. "I've come to warn you," he says. "The Bastion is under siege. Let it fall. You should not go back." Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred. "If that's the way it is," he says, "then I won't stop you.
You
Because
can't.
my countrymen will." Say what you will about Zulf, but he's a man of his word. His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though. Too bad for that. Zulf showed him the way here, and here they came to take revenge. They got inside the Bastion and shut the door. Kid's gotta go in through the back.
We had a back?
I should have told him sooner about all this. Unfortunately, they broke in and they started digging their holes. Something wrong sprung out of those holes, and it's eating away at this place. We tried to stop them, but we needed help. Our baby pecker, he don't make it.
Fuck.
Somehow, some way, he sends those Ura packing. Problem is, it didn't matter. Zulf's plan worked. We find each other as the dust settles. Then I tell him why the Ura came. To get us back. For the calamity. It was Caelondia's master plan to wipe the Ura out. But part of that plan backfired, didn't it? If only Zulf knew the whole story. The shards can put this disease in remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started.
Poor baby bird.
Seems the gods recommended this place to all their friends. Now all we need is one last shard.
Ah. Eh.
mercy. The windbags ain't the only beast that drew a bad lot. The skippers delivered us from the motherland. The sanctuary. If we can build, we can rebuild. Wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of those. Now the weight of the world's behind us every swing. The Ura swooped down from the east. At least now we know the way.
Now that I've got a damage upgrade, I'm gonna see if I can do this. I'm not gonna be able to do it. Especially if I do shit like that. Aww. That would have been really funny.
Kids taking every precaution before setting off in search of you-know-who.
Fucking killed the bird. God damn it. Oh, and I guess stole the chick, which... yeah, that's a problem too.
One last shard. It's all we need to put this mess behind us. And mother, what a mess it is. A mess like that could have only been made by hand. Zolf said the calamity failed, and he's right. The Uras stand as living proof of that. At the heart of the calamity was a simple idea. We never wanted to go to war again. Wanted to rule it out. We put a lot of folks against that problem. Scientists, soldiers, spies, even me. We sought solutions far beyond the city. We traveled near as far as the kid's going right now. Most of our efforts didn't bear fruit. Then there was a breakthrough, but it didn't come from one of our people. It came from an Ura, a brilliant young scientist named Ven. Ven worked for the Mancers, the sharpest knives in the city's drawer. With his help, the Mancers devised a way to seal the Ura tunnels shut in a flash. Just like that, every last Ura living in the Tassel terminals will be gone. This discovery was never to be used, they said, except as a last resort.
Oh. Cool.
But Ven didn't like being manipulated. He had plans of his own. He sabotaged the Mancers' little science project, set it to blow up in their faces.
Can't see. Too bright.
Imagine how Ven must have felt when they finally made him pull that trigger. But remember, the Bastion can fix everything. We just need that shard.
That counter, by the way, wasn't intentional. I was just holding the block button.
Too bad the Ura ain't exactly been willing to collaborate on that front. For now, Kid had little choice but to pick up where the Calamity left off. First things first, though, there's someone we figured needed rescuing. Zia. The Ura fell back, no doubt planning the next move, but we knew ours already. A solid frame can put an extra sting in every slice. Now that's what I call a knife.
Ha! Ha! Good joke.
The country, she's all the pieces now, but still looking good. There's something we had to do before going after that last shard.
Fire on some squirts.
You could almost see the fireworks over Boundless Bay. Good thing we got to that mortar before the beasts of the wild learned how to use it.
I don't even know why I have a skill slot. I don't use it.
Well, now it's personal, ain't it?
Ooh.
It's personal for him, and it's personal for me. We get straight down to business. They never saw him coming. He gets his hands on the care package I sent him.
Jesus.
It's a little something I've been fixing up in my spare time. The Ura found a way to keep the calamity from spreading through Sultans Hollow. They got their own security and everything. Pretty fancy. Still, they ain't used to having visitors around.
Takes too long for that. Okay.
They've got these conductors that are all what's keeping the place together. Break enough of those things and the calamity rocks slink back into the ground. Those rocks are like tumors, the same kind the Ura planted in the Bastion. Well, the Ura must be in a panic right about now.
I will definitely say I like this gun. I just hope I can increase its charge speed.
They even sick their little rattletail pets on the kid. Those rodents are just a bump in the road.
It's got some range.
Kids picking the whole place apart, piece by piece. By now, every Ura from here to the terminals must know he's in town. Most of the Ura's conductors are squared away in the middle of the hollow. They're easy targets. Those calamity rocks must be eating that place apart from the inside.
Thanks for help weakening it. Oh.
The Ura keep hanging on to their barricade. After all, their homeland's not much farther. Some of them are downright bewildered by what's happening.
You didn't fire first. I wasn't gonna move.
Maybe they know they've lost this. Lost to a kid. They underestimated us. Had us pegged all wrong. Yes, our people caused the calamity, but here we are trying to fix it. Did the Ura really think we just turn around and walk away?
Yeah, that is actually a very valid
Shame
question.
the opportunity for civilized discourse is over. Suppose old Zolf should have got to know us better.
I never liked Zolf.
Maybe I should have trusted him. Told him everything I knew.
I don't think he would have cared.
The Ura ain't pulling their punches.
That was obnoxious. Then again, I could have.
Zolf, the Ura, they have every reason to be angry. Beyond angry.
Fuck you.
But when this is all over, it'll all be water under the bridge.
Assuming any of them are left. Yes.
As the hour grows desperate, the Ura bring out their big guns.
Mine's bigger.
There's nothing standing in his way no more. He sees the Tazzle terminals loom large on the horizon. Way out there on the edge of the world, that's where he finally finds you. But it ain't like Prosper Bluff this time. Ain't nothing for this gal to sing about now. Zia, you weren't kidnapped. No, ma'am. You just had to see what happened to the Ura. To your own people. You had to see if everything Zolf wrote to you was true.
Okay. that was fun. Before I end this episode, I don't care about that. I like them firing automatically. Fine.
First step to learning the Calamity Cannon is knowing about the machinery overrides. Toughest thing about using that gas can is keeping a grip on it.
I will catch you all in the next episode. Until then, have fun, be safe, and aloha.